What is a reason to live? For me, a big one is curiosity. About lots of stuff, including what happens to the world in weeks, months, and years to come. Plus, there's always the possibility you might someday find joy in another person. But there's zero chance of that if you don't show up for it. Because if I killed myself, then a bunch of frickin' girls who bullied me in school would post about me on Instagram about how sad they are and how nice they were to me. Edit. OMFG. I woke up to 192 Reddit notifications. Upside down face. You can die at any time, but once you die you can't go back to being alive. Also brownies. For a while when I was really depressed, what kept me going was the small things. A video call with a friend, seeing my friend's cat, a great meal I was waiting for, a movie I'd been wanting to see. The small things eventually add up to a series of lived days, and the days become weeks and months and eventually years. To outlive your enemies. Hot showers. Just, hot showers is all I need. I mean, who else is going to kiss the homies goodnight? You ever just step on a leaf and it's CRONCH? Shawarmas from that place downtown. To take care of your cat. And giggles. One for me is music. Just when I thought my music was getting stale, this year I discovered my new favorite artist, and it makes me excited for what other amazing music I'll discover in the future. Edit. Many people have been asking who the artist mentioned is, so I figured I'd put it here. It's Phoebe Bridgers. Laughing face. Some good. Cinnamon rolls. Mood and circumstances are temporary, death is permanent. 32 was the worst year of my life. I thought I might die at one point. Had I died, I'd have never taken the best vacation of my life. I'd have never become an uncle. I wouldn't have been there to help family and friends through their own problems. I don't regret a moment of living, no matter how painful it gets. Cyberpunk 2077 is less than a week from release. There's no such thing as a bad reason to live. You want to see the season finale of that show. If that's what gets you through the next few weeks, that will do. You don't want to leave the other half of that meal in the fridge. Stick around for it. If you're in a position where you're looking for reasons to keep going, there are more than you think. The people in your life who love you and would be absolutely devastated to lose you, the chance to see more of the world, even just to spite the people who said you couldn't do it. But sometimes the big picture can be hard to see, so stick to whatever it is that's keeping you going right now and then find something else. One step at a time. Edit. Thank you to those people who felt they could reach out to me. I've been in this situation before, and I want to help wherever I can. So please, if you're looking for a sign to keep going, this is it. Message me if you need a friend. I'm in the UK, so I've just woken up to all the messages I've received so far. So if you're in a different time zone, I promise I'm not ignoring you. Edit 2. If you're worried that someone else may be considering suicide, or wondering what you can do, here. https:// and so forth, are some tips on identifying the warning signs and figuring out how to respond. Get talking. That feeling after winter and it's the first semi-warm day and you walk outside and it's amazing, and that feeling fills you right up. All these answers are so good. Raising a middle finger of defiance to whatever mental life problem makes one consider offing themselves. I know I'm not answering the question, but I just wanted to say that I'm tearing up reading most of these responses. I'm still recovering from an attempted suicide I attempted about 2 months ago. Every day is hard, but I love to see people with such excitement for living. Thank you to you all. Edit. I have to give thanks to the awards loudly crying my first ones. And thank you guys so much for your kind words and support. It's all a bit overwhelming. I just want y'all to know that I am currently okay. I'm on medication and I regularly see a therapist. I do plan on finding my reason to live. But until then, I'm just trying to focus on the living part. I'm so glad you all have found your beautiful and silly and exciting reasons to live. Always keep that with you. Coming from someone who attempted to themselves twice now, suicide is not worth it. You are loved. Edit. Removal of word. TEA. Anger. Most days the only thing keeping me going is wanting to prove a lot of people wrong. Personally, I just really focus on trying to live in each moment. That sounds like a cliché, and it kind of is, but there is something to it. Like, start noticing things. Take pleasure in the little stuff you notice around you. Another thing is the challenge I give myself every day: be a good human. It's surprisingly hard but rewarding work. Finally, don't let the world make you hurry. I mean, obviously we all need to show up at work or school on time, etc. But to whatever extent you can, just live at your own pace. Don't feel like you need to rush to the next thing. You are in a thing already, so pay attention. I know I sound nuts, lol. This thread. I don't know you. None of the people who wrote almost 3,000 comments know you. But here we are, going out of our way for you and for each other. We love you. Here we are, strangers in the night, and we love you. And #X200B. And #X200B. Edit. That was my first ever Reddit award. Thanks. EDIT2, Gold. Like 5 more awards. Gee, thanks. Transformation. Of yourself. There's always room to grow. Puppies. I want to see astronauts on Mars. And Cyberpunk 2077 on PC. I just discovered Kim's Convenience and it's pretty funny. And I'm only on season 2. So there's that. That my dog will be sad if I die. I'm here and have been given this cool thing called consciousness, so I might as well ride it out. Set a new personal record. Be immortal. You're only mortal if you die, so until you die, no one can say you aren't immortal. Might get better as what I've been going off of. Family and friends. I can't imagine putting my loved ones through the trauma of dealing with my death. Tomorrow. And #X200B. I've been at a spot where I didn't want to live anymore, but then I realized, once it was over, it was over. Also realized that once it was over, it wouldn't matter anyways. It is very freeing in a sense. So, I decided that I would experience every moment of it, the good and the bad. Our gift, and our curse, is self-awareness, but we are the epitome of billions of years of evolution. So, tomorrow, until there are none left. Looking for a reason to live. You gotta learn to hate life to the point where you live to get revenge on existence itself. Yes, I got this from Tumblr, but it's great. Doing things that you like to do, they give you joy. As someone who struggled with this question, the past 5 years have been so crazy on so many fronts that I kinda wanna see how plays out in this new age. How far up or down will we go? I wonder how people will look back on this time in history, where the world suddenly became very connected. Learning. Seriously. There's so much to learn. The world has so much to offer. Physics, biology, arts, language, history, music, philosophy, there's more to see than could ever be seen in a lifetime. That always helps me get out of bed and do stuff. I want to experience and learn as much about the universe within my limited time as I can. Computer games and food. Life is cyclical. It's meant to have mistakes and suffering as a means of appreciation for being alive at all. Objectively, no reason. Subjectively, whatever the you want it to be. My personal reason is that there's still some media I want to consume, simple as that. Have you ever tried tamales? Right now there's probably someone out there who wishes any one of us dead. Let's that person off. I gotta figure out what the space is all about. I am suicidal and I attempted suicide in October but failed. There is nothing really. There's lots of places I'd like to travel to and see. That's it. Make sure to like and subscribe while watching these awesome animals.